सिखाते रहेंगे बच्चों को. कभी कभी कॉम्बिनेशन, कॉम्पिटेंस, डिटर्मिनेशन, डिफरेंशिएशन, आज हम ये सारा डिस्कस करेंगे.
यस सर.
ओके. मॉर्फोजेनेटिक ग्रेडियंट, सेल फेट कल डिस्कस करेंगे. सेल लिनिएज, स्टेम सेल, ये सब कल डिस्कस करेंगे. बट आज मैं बेसिक्स डिस्कस करूंगा. सो स्टार्टिंग विद द एम्ब्रियोलॉजिकल फीचर्स. So what is embryology? Embryology are of two types: observation biology and experimental manipulation, right? Observation biology and experimental manipulation means one is the natural way of development and other is a experimental way of development in which you are switching over the things and you can observe. You are allowed to observe different patterning or phenomenon, right? So what is the developmental biology? Developmental biology exactly a combination of various techniques. For example, embryological studies, molecular techniques, genetic approaches, you know, so signaling pattern, all that. अच्छा क्लास में ओके लिंक ही नहीं मिला. That's why. चलो, I forgot to say. So embryology basically two part, and developmental biology is related to various kind of technique and various kind of models. So whatever the model we are using, they are very critical in deciding what will be the exact phase. All right. So we will see all that. Before that, we should study the basic components. So what is the basic components and what are the approaches? They are really helpful in the cancer biology and neuroscience, right? So whatever the basic study are there, whatever the experimental observation is there, that can be applied for the treatment of the cancer patient or kind of those patients which are very weak. Basically their neuron system is very weak. They cannot interact or they cannot exactly see what kind of treatment is required. So by the proper study, you can apply these kind of study and their approaches to these fields, cancer biology and neuroscience. So if I'm going to explain what is the developmental biology and what is its definition, so you can see developmental biology is defined by these questions, right? What is these questions? Differentiation, morphogenesis, growth, reproduction, evolution, environmental, and integration, right? So these are the we will study one by one. What is the differentiation? What is the morphogenesis? What is the growth? And what is the reproduction? What is evolution? And what is the environmental integration, right? So you can see the difference.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Akshika. Sorry.
Yes.
जो लेट आता है ना तो फिर मेरा नाम स्लिप हो जाता है. I forget. So don't
yes, sir.
And
sir, actually आज लिंक मिला नहीं, वरना सबसे पहले मैं ही ज्वाइन करती हूँ.
There is a new student from Madhya Pradesh, Barkha Sisudia.
Okay.
So I told her we have very good team of students and teachers, and now we have the two teachers and really very intelligent student. I'm not going to allow every student to study because this is the field of research. Only the talented and motivated people should come.
Yes.
So differentiation means very simple meaning how the embryo is going to develop and what is the feature of the cells. Are they pluripotent, are they multipotent, are they pluripotent, right? And how the different kind of organs are going to form, how the organs system is going to form, right? Like eyes, nose, brain, everything, right? So this is kind of differentiation. Good evening, Vivanchi. How are you? So majority of developmental systems are multicellular, right? So single cell system are also there, but they are used as a model so that you can study the cellular differentiation pattern, right? The second is morphogenesis. What is the morphogenesis? Actually, when the cell movement is there and tissue reorganizes. So how study of how the cell movement is going on, how the tissue is going to organize, how to differentiate between the cell movement and reorganization development to generate functional organism. How exactly, without any mistake, the differentiation occurs. How we can differentiate between the different organs like eyes, nose, hair, every part of body is exactly developing according to the pattern. Right? So that's also called as the patterning of the body. Exact specification. And there is morphogenesis. Morphogens are there. These are the chemicals. These are the hormones. Right? So I will discuss in detail for the how the morphogens is okay, how the morphogens going to act, and how the if they are very near to cells, they are going to have the major effect. If they are away from the cells, that cell fate is very different. So we will study today that patterning, that kind of things are also. That is called the morphogenesis. What is the growth? Growth means, how to define the growth? Right? What is the growth? Growth means after the cell division, right? Cell are increasing in number and cell are increasing in number, so biomass is increasing. So there are two type of growth because embryo is there. Embryo is a kind of genetic development developed from the genetic cells. Now the somatic cells has to form. So there are two type of growth: allometric growth and isometric growth. Allometric growth means varying rate of mitosis in region of the embryo. And what is the isometric growth? Equal rate of mitosis throughout the embryo. That's why iso means same, right? Allo means different. Okay. So these are the pattern. So this is because of different kind of cell division, and there are environmental factor, of course, behind this. And what is the reproduction? Of course, you know what is the reproduction? Gametogenesis and oogenesis, right? So this is kind of differentiation of the gametes, formation of the gametes, maintenance of gametes, how these gametes are developing properly, and if what are the components that are inducing them, and what components are lacking. When they're lacking, then these gametes are non-functional. That's why many people are there. They have the reproductive organs, but they are non-functional. Why they are not fertile? Right? These are so many questions. You can have the answer if you are going to study properly the embryology and especially the reproduction part. So how the successful fertilization occurs? So after the understanding of successful fertilization by the gametes, where sperm and ova is going to meet, and what are the chemicals that are inducing them, and why only one sperm is going to penetrate, why rest of the gamete is fail to penetrate, and what are the ultimately last fate of these gametes. So after understanding these patterns, humans are going to develop a technique called as the ART, right? Artificial reproductive technologies. That is test tube baby. Okay. So this pattern you must understand. And what are the evolutionary significance? Evolutionary significance, if you are talking, this is exactly going to answer how the proper development is going on. If you see the embryo level, at embryo level, every organism seems to be same. Right, every organism is going to be same. But what happens after that? They are going to. So that is evolution. Evolution are going to reveal all the small, even the small changes, what's going on, right? and what making them so efficient. And this study is very important in terms of survivability. Okay, so survival is greatly going to enhance nowadays because of COVID. You can see human survival is in the danger, right? Human is going to be at a great risk, right? Why they are at a great risk? Because if they are alive because of virus, then they will survive. If they are going to die, then there is no survivability. So what are the environmental integration? So you can see there are various stages of development: early development, mid development, and late development, right? So different kind of developmental pattern they are going to influence because of environmental cues. Right, environmental cues are there. That's why you can see the different shape of butterfly, different color of butterfly, and larva, different kind of larva is there. So all you can see variation. A single animal is there, but there is a large variation in the color and shape is because of environmental influence. So we will study all that. Now, this is the first lecture related to the embryology, and we will study slowly one by one each and everything so that we can have a full command over the subject. We are not going to give you the formula, right? Formula study is not going to work much more. What is the early, who are the early embryologists? So starting from the Aristotle. Our India is full of politicians. So if we'll talk about 300 BC, a lot of politicians will be there, fighting and killing all those each other, and still date they are again reborn. And someone is in Congress, someone is in like that, all different parties. But European countries, many people are working over the scientists. They are thinking over the scientists. And what I am encouraging to my students, behave like scientists, feel like scientists, right? Study like scientists. Don't amalgamate with the common people. Think differently. Then only you can be a successful scientist. Scientist career is full of opportunities. No one is going to deny your job, right? But what is the first requirement? First requirement is appropriate knowledge, so that whenever there is a chance, you can solve a problem, right? Like so many people are developing kits, patenting that, and they are earning a lot. And vaccine technology is what? It's the study of everything, right? You have appropriate knowledge of everything, then you can develop a vaccine. So, starting with Aristotle and then William Harvey, who emphasized that all animals originate from an egg. People were thinking earlier that everything comes from God. Human comes from God. Rat comes from God. Horse comes from God, sky. Frog comes from non-living things. I think you have studied all these years. When origin of life, people were giving their theories that origin of life is because of God's creation. Everything is God's creation. Still, there are many nonsense people in the Asia, you can say. They are believe everything in the God. They don't want to do anything. God will do everything. God never do anything. Right? There is a specific pattern, scientific pattern is there. You have to discover it. Already they are existing. So Marconi Malpighi is there, and they drew first microscope of developing chick embryo, and that ignited debate between the performationist and epigeneticist. Means if you can change the embryo and still they are alive. So this was a kind of differentiation between the performation and pre-formation and epigenesis. So pre-formation means everything is decided, right? Embryonic pattern is decided. Embryonic structure is pre-formed within gamete, within egg or sperm. And epigenesis, the embryo structure arises anew from the interaction of substance within the gamete, right? So, what is the foundation of Malpighi? Malpighi found embryonic structure in the unincubated eggs. These eggs were left in the warm sun of southern Italy during the summer months. And what happened? So although they were unincubated, they were non-fertilized, and some embryo developed properly. So what you can conclude from this observation? These eggs were, when left in the suns of southern Italy during the summer month, why they were fertilized? Right? Why they were developed? They were unfertilized, and they behave like they are fertilized. They still develop in the embryonic phases. So this was challenge to the pre-formationists. So means now the people started the experimentation of these developmental biology. All right. So what was the ultimate meaning of this developmental biology? The ultimate meaning was whatever the gamete, if you are doing a small changes in the embryonic germ cell, they are going to have the effect. All right. So first embryologist in 1820, and basically you can see the name Christian Pander and Karl Ernst von Baer, Heinrich Rathke, so all they were involved in some kind of study. For example, Karl Ernst von Baer described notochord, discovered mammalian egg, proposed 4 laws of development, right? And Christian Pander visualized efficiencies of embryonic germ layer. And you can see now the zygote, blastula, then gastrula, and then you can see a lot of development into the ectoderm and endoderm, ectoderm, endoderm, and then in between is the mesoderm. Right? Ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. Ectoderm, outer surface, central nervous system. These small things are asked in the examination. Please remember, very small things are asked in the examination. So you must ready to receive. You must learn by heart. You must practice it. You must make the notes. So ectoderm, you can divide it into the outer face, outer surface, central nervous system, and then neural crest. Ectoderm, outer surface, CNS, and then NC. Right. So endoderm, digestive tube, right, pharynx, and respiratory tube. And mesoderm, dorsal, phalangeal, intermediate, lateral, and head. Okay. Right. So these are the different patterns. Ectoderm, endoderm, and mesoderm, dorsal, phalangeal, intermediate, lateral, and head. Okay. So this was the first embryologist, and then there was a law given. I will not discuss here because this is part of advanced study. So we will discuss the basic concept of embryology. What is the basic concept of embryology? Means they must have a certain phases, and different terms are used. So let us understand the terms. Growth means increase in size, cell division increase in number, differentiation means diversification of cell type, pattern formation is related to the organization of the embryo, and morphogenesis, generation of shape and structure. So must remember the meaning. Pattern formation means organization of the organization plan of the embryo. Morphogenesis, generation of shape and structure. Right. Differentiation, diversification of cell type. Potency, cell potency is a cell ability to differentiate into other cells. What is the potency? Potency means power, right? Power to develop into other cells. Little of it's a power to develop into other cell type. Power to develop into other cell types. Okay. Power to develop into other cell types. More cell type, a cell can differentiate into greater its potency. This is important. More cell type, a cell can differentiate into greater its potency. Means if a cell is there and if it can differentiate into 5 other type of cells, then this is having the more potency. This is having the more potency as compared to those cells that's differentiating only 2 cell type. So potency is a very important point. Note karo. Point note करो, potency is intrinsic property. Potency is intrinsic property. ये पूछा हुआ है CSR में. Intrinsic property and is greater or equal to its fate. Yani, what does it mean? This exactly the sentence I've been using in CSR. If this is true or false. Potency is, बोलो मेरे साथ, potency is intrinsic property greater or equal to fate. ऐसे different term आएंगे जिसमें fate word से compare होगा. Some will be less or equal to fate, some will be greater or equal to fate, some will be equal to fate. Means why greater? When the environmental factor is more, right? When the environmental factor is more prominent in development, during development. Okay, during development. Then this is called as potency. Some cell have potency greater or equal to fate, where environmental condition is more prominent, right? So how we can now define again the potency? Potency means potency exactly, you will see the embryo cells. Embryonic cells is what? They are kind of stem cells.
Yes,
They are kind of stem cells. So these stem cells have power to, हमने पहले बोला था, power to develop into other cell type. Means embryonic cell if they are the stem cell, and if they have potency means power to develop into different cells, power to develop into different or specialized cells. Cells with greatest potency can generate more cell type than those with lower potency. ये important line आ गई. Cell with more potency, greater potency means more cell type. इतने जाओ, ये फार्मूले हैं, सब ट्रिक्स हैं जो एग्जाम में आएंगे क्वेश्चन. ठीक है, बरखा नोट कर रहे हो?
yes sir. Yes sir.
Okay, note कर रहे हो ना? So
Yes, sir.
More cell potency, more cell type. Less cell potency, less cell type. And what is the potency? Because stem cells, embryonic cells are stem cells, they have more power to develop into differentiated or specialized cells, right? So this is called the potency, power of differentiation, right? And this is the intrinsic property which is greater than or equal to its fate. And fate depends on environment, right? Fate depends on both potency. Fate depends on both potency as well as environment. ठीक है ना? So is the zygote is a totipotent cell? This is the question. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So zygote is a
Yes, sir.
totipotent cell. Why?
Zygote is important, sir.
Why is zygote is a totipotent cell?
It has different stages.
Totipotent means all cell type. All cell type, right? So means all the body part. मतलब zygote जो stem cell है, this is a stem cell and they can differentiate, they can have capability to form all cell type. Means ऐसा कोई cell नहीं है जो stem cell से ना बन सके. That's why this is called as a totipotent cell. Clear? That's why this is called the totipotent cell. They can have the cell division. They are capable of formation of not only all the cell type but entire human body, entire human body. Means this is the capability of zygote, capability of stem cell, which can differentiate into not only all cell type but entire human body. Clear? So
Yes,
चलो
sir.
कुछ क्वेश्चन करते हैं, देखते हैं कौन आंसर कर पाता है. Cytoplasmic determinant coding for anterior structure of Drosophila embryo, if injected elsewhere in the recipient embryo, would lead to क्या होगा?
The B, formation of additional ectopic head.
Why?
Sir, yes, sir.
B है, ठीक है. And this one? B. Amphibian oocyte, the germplasm which gets segregated during cleavage to give rise to primordial germ cell. PGC is normally. Tell me. What you can call them? In amphibian oocyte, the germplasm which gets segregated during cleavage to give rise to primordial germ cell is normally distributed evenly throughout the oocyte, localized at angle, animal pole, localized at vestigial pole, aggregated in central part of.
B or C?
Which one? B and C? Both?
नहीं सर. सर ए और डी में से होना चाहिए.
दीपांशी ने बोला ए, अक्षिका ने बोला ए, और बरखा ने बोला बी. बी बोला था ना बरखा, सी बोला था.
Sir, I am confused. B or C?
आंसर इज सी. ठीक है, आंसर इज सी. ठीक है, चलो. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग developmental process in animals is more dependent on cellular movement? मतलब देख रहे हो ना, छोटी छोटी चीज पूछ रहा है, डेफिनेशन पूछ रहा है, बस जस्ट टू शो व्हाट काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस आर कमिंग. अभी मैचिंग टाइप का भी आएगा, आज तुम डिस्कस करो ना, कल डिस्कस. अगर कोई
Option A.
which of the following developmental process in animal are more dependent on cellular movement? सेलुलर मूवमेंट पे पैटर्न नहीं होता है. सेलुलर मूवमेंट किस वजह से होता है? आप बता रहे हो कि सेलुलर मूवमेंट को पैटर्न फॉर्मेशन कहते हैं, आप ये बता रहे हो. पैटर्न फॉर्मेशन इज डिफरेंट थिंग. मतलब सेलुलर मूवमेंट किस वजह से होता है? ग्रोथ की वजह से, सेल डिफरेंशिएशन, मॉर्फोजेनेसिस, पैटर्न फॉर्मेशन. व्हाट इज द एग्जैक्ट रीजन ऑफ सेलुलर मूवमेंट?
सर सेल डिफरेंशिएशन.
नो,
Growth.
ग्रोथ की नहीं है.
सर फिर मॉर्फोजेनेसिस बचा.
हाँ, वही बच्चा है. वही बच्चा है. अभी जस्ट डिस्कस किया हमने कि देयर आर मॉर्फोजेन्स. दीज आर द केमिकल्स एग्जैक्टली इंड्यूसिंग द पैटर्निंग. हमने ये बोला था, इंड्यूसिंग द पैटर्निंग एंड सेलुलर मूवमेंट्स. तो उसमें ये समझो ना, ध्यान से सुनो, ध्यान से सोचो कि इसकी मीनिंग क्या है. मीनिंग ये हुई कि बिकॉज ऑफ सम केमिकल्स देयर इज इंडक्शन ऑफ सेलुलर फेट, यानी पैटर्न फॉर्मेशन. सेलुलर फेट में जब भी होगा तो देयर विल बी मूवमेंट, जो कि एक्टोडर्म, एंडोडर्म, मेसोडर्म में डिफरेंशिएट होगा. बिना मूवमेंट के तो कुछ डिफरेंशिएट ही नहीं होगा. तो एग्जैक्टली बिकॉज ऑफ मॉर्फोजेनेसिस दिस सेलुलर मूवमेंट इज. इससे पता चलता है कि किसी को एम्ब्रियोलॉजी नहीं आती है. तो आपका 1 करोड़ का आज का सवाल गया. तो ये देखो, ढेर सारी एम्ब्रियो डेवलप हो रही है. दीज आर द डिफरेंट स्टेजेस. तो बट इसके अलावा हमें क्या स्टडी करनी है एग्जैक्टली? लेट अस सी. एम्ब्रियोनिक सेल कैन डिफरेंशिएट इनटू skin or part of the lens, right? So this is depend on the environment, right? What kind of organs is going to form, and the development of a specialized cell is called as the differentiation, right? And what is the commitment? Commitment means जैसे आप मैं कहूँ कि you are committed to the CSIR, right? Means आपने क्या किया है? Your fate is fixed, right? You want to be scientist and you are not going to stop by any factor until and unless you are going to achieve your goal. That is called as the commitment. Similarly, in the animal cell development, cell fate is very important, right? And every cell has a certain fate. ये लेंस बनेगा, ये उंगलियां बनेंगी, है ना, ये नोज बनेगा, ये आईज बनेगी, whatever. This is called as the overall change in the biochemistry and function of the cell that decides its final cell fate. And this may be there may be two stages of the commitment. The first stage is labile phase. First stage is labile phase, right? What is the labile phase? Labile phase means fate of the cell is specified, specific, right? And when they are capable of differentiating autonomously, and when they are placed in the neutral environment such as petri dish or test tube, they are going to show the specification, right? So the environment is neutral with respect to the terminal pathway, and at this stage commitment is still capable of being reversed. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? This phase is labile, not committed, right? Properly committed नहीं है, थोड़ा सा changes है. जैसे कुछ होता है ना कि कई लोगों का होता है कि they are absolutely going to change their mind on the discussion with the others. ठीक है, वो फटाफट एग्री करने लगते हैं कि नहीं ये भी सही है वो भी सही है, तो everything is not going to be correct, right? That is called as the labile phase, है ना? So labile phase means commitment is not fixed, right? That is not committed properly. They can be reversed. If you are changing the environment, their fate can be reversed. Where you can change the environment? In the experimental petri dish, experimental condition. So these are called as the specification, and second phase is determination. Right? So completely. Now you can see these are the different cell type, and these are the differentiated cell product. What is the cell type? You can see keratinocyte. Keratinocyte is a which cell type? एक एक करके याद करते चलो, क्योंकि ये सारे क्वेश्चन पूछे गए केराटिनोसाइट्स के बारे में पूछा गया, and the students were not able to answer that they are the part of the cell. They forget, है ना? केराटिन से याद करो, केराटिनोसाइट, केराटिन. The differentiated cell product is keratin. And what is the function? Protection against abrasion. Abrasion, है ना? Erythrocyte, hemoglobin. Already you might be knowing lens cell, crystalline transmission of hemoglobin. PT cells, immunoglobulin, right? Antibody synthesis, destruction of foreign cells. Melanocyte, melanin, pigment production. Pancreatic islet, insulin. Leading cells, testosterone, right?
Testosterone.
Chondriocyte, cartilage cells, and their fate is chondroitin sulfate type. ये कई बार CSIR में पूछा है. This is very important. Chondriocyte, cartilage cells. They are going to differentiate into type 2 collagen, right? Tendons and ligaments. Osteoblast, bone forming cells, bone matrix, right? Skeletal support. Myocyte, muscle cell, muscle actin, myosin. Hepatocyte, liver cells, serum albumin,
and myosin.
Right?
Serum albumin, numerous enzymes.
Neurotransmitter, acetylcholine, EP.
Neurotransmitters.
Right? Transmission of electrical impulse.
Electrical impulse.
And the tubal cells of an ovided ovarian. Follicle cell of insect ovary, Orion proteins. So all these are cell type, the differentiated product, and specialized function. Clear? Any question is there? You have to remember what? You have to write down 2 to 3 times, then you can remember. Okay, already you might be knowing everything. But and also, this definition is very popularly asked in the CSIR because there are 3 very closely defined definitions: autonomous specification, conditional specification, and syncytial specification. So this is the easiest one. Conditional specification is the easiest. Why? Because this is depend on the conditions. Condition decides its fate. Right? I will tell you the meaning of what is it means condition, what is the fate, and why specifically they were differentiated from the autonomous specification. Autonomous specification, invertebrate. Conditional specification, invertebrate. First, see where this is occurring. And rest syncytial, insect class, most of the insect class. Right? Most of the insect class. Right? So, all these are related with the regulated development. For example, if you are watching the autonomous, there is a mosaic development. Mosaic development means cell cannot change if blastomere is lost. Means if this is the cells and you are destroying the blastomere destroyed, then they are not going to gain it back, right? While in the conditional specification, if you are removing this part, other cells are going to replace them, right? And they can express themselves, right? And what happened in the syncytial specification? Syncytial is a specification of body region by interaction between cytoplasmic region prior to cellulization of blastodon. Means there are various cell fate of a single cells. If anything is lost, they are going to regain and they are going to form the cells again, right? So this is the mix of both autonomous as well as conditional. Syncytial is mix of both. For example, you can see this is the autonomous development. This is the normal development of patella. You can see isolated trophoblast. This is the normal X development. But if the trophoblast is isolated, then they are not developing as they were having the fate. जैसे उनका फेट था वैसा वो डेवलप नहीं कर रहे हैं. इसको और प्रॉपर्ली समझते हैं. व्हाट इज ऑटोनॉमस स्पेसिफिकेशन मींस मोज़ेक डेवलपमेंट. पहले तो ये याद कर लो. ऑटोनॉमस स्पेसिफिकेशन मींस मोज़ेक डेवलपमेंट. मींस मोज़ेक डेवलपमेंट का क्या हुआ? Then depend on the signal, right? Signal is there, and signal is activating blastomere. For example, you can see in this diagram, and a blastomere is removed. Then what happened? Isolated blastomere will produce the same cell as it was the part of natural embryo. So embryo from which that cell is taken is the bone. This is animal 4, right? A 4.2, B 4.2, A 4.1, B 4.1. अब इसका हमने क्या निकाल लिया? इन चारों सेल्स को निकाल लिया. 4.2, 4.2, AB को, और इसको अलग अलग कर लिया. A 4.1, B 4.1. तो A 4.1 डेवलप किसमें हो गया? एक्टोडर्म में. यहाँ पे क्या डेवलप हो रहा था? एक्टोडर्म में. B 4.2 एक्टोडर्म में. यहाँ भी एक्टोडर्म में. A 4.1 कहाँ डेवलप कर रहा था? एंडोडर्म में, नाटोकॉर्ड में, राइट? A 4.1 एंडोडर्म में और नाटोकॉर्ड में. B 4.1 कहाँ डेवलप कर रहा था? यहाँ पे देखो, मेसेनकाइमल सेल यानी मसल सेल. ये भी मेसेनकाइमल सेल एंड मसल सेल. मीन्स देयर इज नो चेंज इन ब्लास्ट. क्या लिखोगे इसके लिए? व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय ऑटोनॉमस? ऑटोनॉमस मीन्स ए ब्लास्टोमियर removed, there is a no fate change, no fate cell change. Okay, no fate cell change, right? means they will produce the same cell. इसी के टर्म में पूछा जाएगा आपको कि if the blastoma is removed, then what will happen? And what kind of differentiation, specification is this? Right? So they will give you the function also. If there is no cell fate change after the blastoma removal, then this will be kind of autonomous specification. Autonomous specification. ठीक है? Clear जी? Autonomous specification. And why this is a mosaic development? Can you tell any reason? Because earlier we have discussed there are certain chemicals, and the chemical is morphogens. These morphogens are determining the fate of cells. Basically, you can observe this autonomous specification in the lower invertebrate like mollusk, note कर लो, annelids and tunicates. Right? So कैसे याद करोगे? Autonomous specification means AS occur in mat. AS occur in mat. M for mollusk, A for annelid, T for tunicates. So AS mat. जैसी चटाई है ना, AS MAT यानी जैसी चटाई. Autonomous specification very equivalent to mat. Mat means mollusk, annelid, tunicates. Mollusk, annelid याद करते चलो साथ में, फिर टाइम नहीं मिलेगा. टारगेट ये रखो कि साथ में क्लास अटेंड करना है, साथ में ही पढ़ना. अभी तो आप लोग थोड़ा अभी देखता हूँ, अगर अभी डेट नहीं आई CSR की तो देन आई विल व्हाट आई विल डू, सेम डे टेस्ट भी लिया करूँगा. क्लास भी सेम डे होगी, टेस्ट भी सेम डे होगा, ताकि आपका ब्रेन फ्रेश रहता है, समय सब कुछ याद रहता है ताजा ताजा, है ना. तो आप बोलोगे नहीं, ठीक है ना. अभी हम बहुत सारा कुछ करने वाले हैं. हमारे बच्चे ना एक बार सिलेक्शन की लाइन लगा दी. इतना सब कुछ डिटेल में पढ़ ले रहे हो तो ऐसा सवाल ही नहीं कि कोई भी क्वेश्चन आए इससे बाहर आए. व्हाट आर द मॉर्फोजेंस? मॉर्फोजेंस में भी mRNA. क्या हो सकता है ये मॉर्फोजन? mRNA. So mRNA, since they are going to form the proteins, different kind of proteins are there, so different kind of fate of cells are there. That cells may appear in the mat. Mat means mollusk, annelid, tunicates. ये क्या करते हैं हमारे ने? They are segregated in different zone of the eggs. That's why you are getting the mosaic pattern. Why there is a mosaic pattern? ये पूछ सकता है. Why there is a mosaic pattern?
Morphogens.
Because of morphogens, and their gradient is different. Right, their gradient is different. They are placing at different concentration in different regions. That's why the same morphogens have the different effect, different kind of effect that appears into the mosaic form. All right.
Yes.
So I think ये तो याद हो गया बिल्कुल, है ना. तो so what is the conditional specification? Conditional means fate of the cell decided by their condition. Right. So what is the condition that decides? Actual में होता क्या है कि if you are having the eggs, they are different cells near to each other. They are each one going to interact with neighboring cells, right? So how they are interacting with the neighboring cells, that is called as the conditional specification. Conditional specification means how they are interacting with neighboring cells. Neighboring cells. So sometimes this interaction is positive. In the positive interaction, so they induce certain fate, and if the interaction is negative, then they suppress cell fate. So that's why we are saying how they are interacting with the neighboring cell, in the positive manners or negative manners. Alright, depend on the conditions, how they are providing condition to the neighboring cells, and their fate, neighboring cells' fate, is totally decided by the nearby cells. So sometimes cell fate is restricted by the neighboring cells, sometimes cell fate is induced by the neighboring cell. That's why overall what we can say, the fate of cell is dependent upon the neighboring condition. Right? So in the conditional specification, basically इसको क्या कहेंगे, conditional specification, CS. CS means fate. CS means fate of the cells. Fate of the cells. Okay. What is the fate of the cells? Alright. And if these are the fate of the cells, means ability of embryonic change. Sorry, ability of embryonic cell to change the fate. Change the fate. When is this possible? Yes, this is possible if any part is missing. ऐसे एरो बना के लिखो कॉपी में, कलम फास्ट चलाओ, नोटबुक रखा करो, ठीक है. And this part is called as regulation. Regulation means यहाँ भी ability of embryonic cell to change the fate. Right? If any part is missing, then what happens? They give rise to any part is missing, and if they are isolated, suppose missing वाला एक part हो गया, बताएंगे क्या करता है. Another fate is if we are isolating this part, then what is their fate? They are going to express various cell type. Various cell type. Various cell type. And that's why neighboring cells, because of isolated cell, are give rise to various cell type because of presence of neighboring cell. That's why this is called as the conditional specification. Conditional specification give rise to pattern of embryogenesis. Pattern of embryogenesis. This is called as the regulative development. तो आपको तीन चीजें डिस्कस की. What is the regulative development? What is the conditional specification? You can see by the example. This is the picture of conditional specification. अभी देखो ब्लास्टुला है, नॉर्मल बैक सेल्स आते हैं. अब यहाँ का अगर ये पोर्शन ब्लास्टुला पोर्शन ट्रांसप्लांट कर दें बेली रीजन में, then what will happen? इसका नॉर्मल क्या होता है? If there is no transplantation, cells from the back tissue, है ना, सारा कुछ अच्छे से डेवलप कर रहा है. लेकिन अगर मान लो इसको हमने ट्रांसप्लांट कर दिया बेली रीजन में, नाउ यू कैन सी ये बेली रीजन में डेवलप हो रही है डेवलपमेंट. ठीक है ना. तो इसी तरीके से ग्लास नेडल लेके अगर आपने कुछ सेल्स को रिमूव कर लिया, अब यहाँ पे हो गया गैप, गैप, तो क्या ये नॉर्मल बॉडी में डेवलप करेगा? यस. यही मैं कह रहा था कि वी विल स्टडी टू पार्ट. वन इज द मिसिंग पोर्शन. व्हाट इज द फेट ऑफ मिसिंग पोर्शन? Exactly, missing portion is going to develop normally, right? And first part is If you can remove, they can change the fate will not be changed. Fate is not going to change. Rather than what is going to change? Position of expression. ठीक है? अभी क्लियर है इसमें? Any discussion? Any question? So what we can conclude? We can conclude that fate of the cell is determined by interaction with the neighboring cells. If the cell are removed from the embryo, the remaining cell can regulate the compensate for missing part. ठीक है जी? So what is the power to differentiation? This is called as the potency. Right? Potency means totipotency. Different kind of potency are there. You can say this is some cells are totipotent, and then if a totipotent cell is going to develop into the blastula, and then there is an inner cell mass, and this inner cell mass is called as the pluripotent. Why? Because this inner cell mass is not going to form the entire human body, rather than they are going to form specific cells called as the circulatory system, immune system, or nervous system. If any cell is going to form only one specific cells, they will be called as unipotent. Clear है? लिखना है कुछ ना कुछ बोलते रहो, because you are a scientist. Question पूछते रहो, interact करते रहो.
Yes, sir.
Right. So type of totipotency, there are 5 type of potency: totipotency, pluripotency, multipotency, and CSIR has asked anyone. Every year they are asking. Either they are asking totipotency or pluripotency or difference between them, or true or false between them. Any question can be asked. So what is totipotency? Means ability of single cell to divide and produce all. Toti means टोटी चोर किसको कहा जाता है यूपी में? टोटी चोर, all. Totipotency means all cell type. Pluripotency means limited, many but not all. Many, not all. पहले तो ये समझ लो, many, not all. Next is totipotency. समझ गए? What is totipotency? Right? And then pluripotency. Pluripotency, many. Pluripotency, many cell type. For example, if you are having the 3 germs layer, मैंने बताया था there are 3 germs layer: endoderm, mesoderm, and ectoderm. इसमें ecto, meso, and endo. Right? The endoderm and interior stomach lining, gastrointestinal tract, lungs, है ना? लंग्स के बारे में सबको पता है आजकल सांस की बड़ी प्रॉब्लम हुई कोविड-19 में. लंग्स कहाँ से डेवलप हुआ? एंडोडर्म से. मेसोडर्म मसल, बोन, ब्लड, है ना? यूरिनोजेनाइटल, ये सारे मेसोडर्म के पार्ट हैं. एक्टोडर्म जो बाहर रहता है, बाहर मतलब टिश्यू नर्वस सिस्टम, सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम. क्लियर? So all these are called as a pluripotent. Why they are called as a pluripotent? Pluri, P-L-U-R-I, potency. Pluripotency मतलब बहुत सारे सेल टाइप. पहले तो जर्म लेयर बना, जर्म लेयर 3 पार्ट में डिवाइड हुआ: एक्टो, मीजो, एंडो. ठीक है. प्लूरिपोटेंसी, एक्टो, मीजो, एंडो. मीजो मसल, है ना? एंडो लंग्स, एक्टो टिश्यू सेल्स. व्हाट इज द मल्टीपोटेंसी? Multipotency means फॉर एग्जाम्पल हिमेटोपोएटिक स्टेम सेल, HSC। HSC का फुल फॉर्म क्या है? हिमेटोपोएटिक, POIETS, hematopoietic cells, right? HSC, hematopoietic stem cells. They can differentiate into several blood cell type. Several blood cell type. ठीक है, सेल ब्लड साइट मतलब लिम्फोसाइट, दे में भी मोनोसाइट, लिम्फोसाइट, मोनो, न्यूट्रोफिल्स। ठीक है, तो आपने बहुत सारी चीजें पढ़ी आज, है ना। मल्टीपल सेल्स कैन हैव बीन फाउंड इन cord, blood, adipose tissue, cardiac cells, bone marrow, and even mesenchyme stem cells। mesenchyme लिख लो, mesenchymal। स्पीड फास्ट हो जाए तो थोड़ा कम बोल सकते हो, छूट जाए तब भी बोल सकते हो, रोक सकते हो, है ना। कभी हेजिटेट नहीं करना पढ़ाई में ना, कभी हेजिटेट नहीं करते, खुल के पढ़ो, ओपनली डिस्कस करो, क्वेश्चन ले आओ, है ना। एवरीथिंग इज देयर। एनी क्वेश्चन? व्हाट्स योर नेम? PSS आधार, ये कौन है? कैन यू टेल मी योर नेम बेटा?
Sir, my name is Nikita Sharma.
Okay, Nikita. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Okay, most welcome. Have you cleared your master's course or still doing?
Yes, sir.
Have you given the CSIR test in previous years? पहले दिया था
No,
आपने
sir.
CSIR?
Actually, this is my first time.
Okay. तो देखो बरका भी आज फर्स्ट टाइम ज्वाइन किया है ना। काफी बच्चे ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं बिकॉज द एग्जामिनेशन इज लेट एंड एक्सपेक्टेड टू हेल्प एट द एंड ऑफ नवंबर, है ना। तो दोनों एग्जामिनेशन मर्ज कर रहे हैं अभी को। ठीक है, तो फॉर्म आ जाएगा नेक्स्ट मंथ में, आ जाएगा जुलाई के एंड में, जून के एंड में या जुलाई के फर्स्ट वीक में। तो दिस इज गुड टाइम कि अभी अगर तुम लोग ज्वाइन कर सकते हो, वेरी लो कॉस्ट फीस है ना। यू कैन डिस्कस सेपरेटली। यू हैव माय नंबर? आई थिंक यू हैव माय व्हाट्सएप नंबर, है ना?
No, sir.
Yes, sir, I have.
अच्छा चलो चैट बॉक्स में देता हूँ, जिसके पास नहीं होगा तो दे कैन, वेयर इज द चैट बॉक्स?
सर, ये जो नीचे नंबर शो हो रहे हैं यही नंबर
हाँ यही है। हाँ जी, ये नंबर है, वेबसाइट भी है, वहां से भी मिल जाएगा।
ओके सर।
गूगल में भी सर्च करोगे तो वहां से भी मिल जाएगा। meritlifesciences.com ये हमारी वेबसाइट है। ठीक है, यू कैन वॉच देयर, मेनी डेमो लेक्चर्स आर देयर एंड वी आर प्रोवाइडिंग द नोट्स, fully recorded lecture after the class, है ना, and mock test twice a week.
Okay.
So depends on your preparation, you can achieve everything. You can discuss. There is a WhatsApp group and every time I'm available for the discussion. और जो भी टेस्ट होते हैं उसका लाइव डिस्कशन भी होता है मंडे को, सैटरडे संडे में टेस्ट होते हैं। And then, तो जो भी NTA स्कोर है उसके बिल्कुल सिमिलर पैटर्न पे हमारे सॉफ्टवेयर है। तो एक ऐप है दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द मेरिट लाइफ साइंसेस ऐप, है ना। यू कैन डाउनलोड फ्रॉम द वेबसाइट जब आप खोलोगे मेरिट लाइफ साइंसेस का, वहां पे ऊपर ही मिल जाएगा लिंक ऐप का, तो आप वहां से डाउनलोड कर लेना। डाउनलोड करोगे, अपना नाम मेंशन कर देना, देन आई विल ज्वाइन यू इन द बैच। एक छोटा सा डेमो इफ यू डोंट माइंड मैं दे देता हूँ ऐप का। अपने पीसी पे भी खोल सकते हो, दैट इज द ब्यूटी। और मोबाइल में तो चलता ही है। फिर नोट्स वगैरह जो रिकॉर्डिंग देते हैं गूगल क्लासरूम में देते हैं, वो भी आपको दिखा देता हूँ। दे आर अरेंज ब्यूटीफुली। यू कैन, जैसे आप फुल्ली एनरोल होते हो तो देन यू आर एंटाइटल्ड टू गेट एवरीथिंग, एवरी नोट्स रिकॉर्डेड, प्रीवियस रिकॉर्डेड लेक्चर। जब भी टाइम मिले इसको वॉच करो, प्रैक्टिस करो, मीन्स फुल्ली डेडिकेटेड यू मस्ट बी देयर। Just wait. If you're dedicated, no one can stop your success. This is a Merit Life Sciences class app. So I'm available every time because it's open in the laptop all the time. जैसे कोई मैसेज आता है तो नोटिफिकेशन आ जाता है, तो आई एम गेटिंग दैट. और ये है गूगल क्लासरूम. इसमें देखो ये पूरा मटेरियल एक जगह पे है. ये भी ऐप है गूगल क्लासरूम का आपके प्ले स्टोर में बाय गूगल. इसकी ब्यूटी ये है कि यू कैन अरेंज एवरीथिंग वेरी ब्यूटीफुली. हमारे ऐप में उतनी फैसिलिटी नहीं है, स्टोरेज स्पेस नहीं है. तो यहाँ पे देखो बुक्स भी है ना. अभी हमने यूनिट 10 कवर किया, यूनिट 11, यूनिट 9 होने वाला. ये सारा ये नोट्स है, बुक्स है, सिलेबस है, एवरीथिंग जो भी आपको सारा डिटेल अभी दिखा देता हूँ कि कितने डिटेल में हमने नोट्स दिया है इन द फॉर्म ऑफ वीडियो. ये देखो. So these are the notes, PDF, population dynamics का, then YouTube video, PDF notes, Word file, the species biodiversity notes है, and this is the app. ऐप में देख सकते हो. दिस इज द बैच. एज सून एज यूर ज्वाइनिंग, अभी करंट बैच हमारा अचीवर्स बैच, इसी को हम कंटिन्यू कर रहे हैं. ठीक है ना. तो अचीवर्स बैच में कई बच्चे मॉक टेस्ट में एनरोल्ड हैं, कई बच्चे किसी तरह से एनरोल्ड हैं. तो दिस इज द लिस्ट ऑफ 34 स्टूडेंट्स. कुछ पुराने बच्चे भी हैं. टेस्ट आपको अलॉट होता है ऐसे, तो यू कैन सी योर परफॉर्मेंस, है ना. रेगुलर टेस्ट आपको अलॉट होते हैं. एंड इफ यू वांट टू चेक एनीवन्स परफॉर्मेंस, तो पूरा साइटोमेट्री मैप आ जाती है, वो भी दिखा देता हूँ आपको. हाउ यू कैन असेस योर परफॉर्मेंस, एवरीडे परफॉर्मेंस स्टूडेंट वाइज. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अक्षिका ने काफी टेस्ट दिए हैं, तो लेट अस सी द अक्षिका का. अक्षिका यहाँ है भी. आफरीन आई नहीं, आफरीन हैज क्वालिफाइड द नेट ऑलरेडी. तो सी योर, हाँ जैसे ये है इसका डिटेल एंड देन परफॉर्मेंस. यू कैन सी टेस्ट इसने कितने दिए. एक ही तो दिया तुमने, 8 टेस्ट दिए. नहीं, एक ही टेस्ट दिया. टेस्ट दिया करो बेटा, और बच्चों का देख लेते हैं. तो टेस्ट तो आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है ना. टेस्ट तो आपको देना चाहिए. अलॉटमेंट हमारी, देखो ये पुराने बैच का स्टूडेंट है. नाउ यू कैन सी रेगुलर अप डाउन्स भी आए हैं. जहाँ प्रिपरेशन नहीं थी तो वहाँ लो मार्क्स आए हैं. पिछली बार 70 परसेंटाइल का टारगेट था, इस बार 98 परसेंटाइल का टारगेट है. टारगेट सेट कर दिया जाता है, यू हैव टू अचीव दैट. तो ये सारे टेस्ट में अपनी रिपोर्ट आप देख सकते हो. कभी ज्यादा भी मार्क्स हैं, कभी 0 भी मार्क्स है ना. काफी अप्रिसिएशन भी है. तो एंड देन बिकॉज टाइमिंग इज इम्पोर्टेंट, इंडिविजुअल टेस्ट based performance you can check. That is very advanced software, very similar to NTE. These are very costly things, but I have managed for the benefit of the students. 1.5 लाख का ये सॉफ्टवेयर लिया, इसका रेंट भाता मरसा. डेवलपमेंटल कॉस्ट वेरी हाई. अभी देखो, क्योंकि ये टेस्ट का बहुत ही एल्गोरिथम डेवलप कराया. नाउ एक्यूरेसी स्कोर इज देयर 51% एक्यूरेसी स्कोर. कोई भी ऐसा कोचिंग वाला भी नहीं दे रहा है. कितना टाइमिंग लिया है इस क्वेश्चन पे, आई कैन शो यू. दिस इज द बैच रैंक, इंस्टीट्यूट रैंक, ऑल इंडिया रैंक, टोटल परसेंटाइल, एवरेज, है ना. ग्रेड, एवरेज मार्क्स, हाईएस्ट मार्क्स, परसेंटाइल, प्रोजेक्टेड रैंक, वो भी फार्मूले से, एंड देन टॉपर से कितना डिफरेंस आया है ना. एंड सेक्शन वाइज यू कैन सी टाइम टेकन. अब देख लो, और ये बच्चे ने 12 मिनट 48 सेकंड में कितने क्वेश्चन सॉल्व किए हैं. द मैक्सिमम क्वेश्चन वाज 54. ये स्पीड है इसकी. यू कैन सी 12 मिनट्स में 54 क्वेश्चन सॉल्व किए. और इनकरेक्ट देखो, इसमें इसका स्कोर क्यों गिरा है, बिकॉज 24 वाज द करेक्ट एंड 23 वाज इनकरेक्ट, इसलिए इसका स्कोर डाउन हो गया एंड डी रैंक आई, है ना. तो यू कैन, अब देखो जिसका टॉपर जो अच्छा स्कोर किया, उसका 1 आवर 23 मिनट्स लिए टू सॉल्व जस्ट 54, यानी 2 मिनट लिया उसने एक क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करने में. ओके, तो दिस इज डिटेल एनालिसिस. यू कैन हैव दैट बेनिफिट. अगर आप सोचते सिर्फ क्लास करेंगे तो आप सक्सेस नहीं पा सकते. दिस इज माय गारंटी. आई कैन गिव यू ऑन दिस टॉपिक. तो टेस्ट तो आपको करना पड़ेगा, रेगुलर टेस्ट करना पड़ेगा. विदाउट टेस्ट तो आज का मुझे लगता है लेक्चर यही खत्म करते हैं. कल फिर कंटिन्यू करेंगे, ठीक है ना. विद ओलिगोपोटेंसी थोड़ा सा पढ़ के आना है ना, और थोड़ा और डिटेल में बताऊंगा ताकि आप साथ में आप नोट्स भी बनाते चलो, क्योंकि बहुत छोटी छोटी चीजें पूछी जाती हैं और मैं सब छोटी छोटी चीजें कवर करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पे, ठीक है ना. सो दैट आपको शुरू में ही मैक्सिमम कंपैरेटिव एम्ब्रियोनिक डेवलपमेंट के बारे में पता हो जाता है. अभी कल से हम कंपैरेटिव एम्ब्रियोनिक डेवलपमेंट शुरू करेंगे. अभी जैसे लास्ट ईयर इसने क्वेश्चन पूछा था व्हाट इज टेरेटोलॉजी. तो टेरेटोलॉजी इज आल्सो पार्ट ऑफ एम्ब्रियोनिक डेवलपमेंट, ठीक है ना. और इपिजेनेटिक के बारे में आपको पता होगा. करंटली मेनी पार्ट ऑफ द साइंटिस्ट इन द वर्ल्ड, मेनी पार्ट ऑफ साइंटिस्ट इन द वर्ल्ड आर स्टडिंग अबाउट द epigenetics. What is this? Epigenetics means silencing of DNA. Silencing of DNA. How the DNA can be silenced? By the histone or by adding methyl group. या तो histone modification कर दो, and then you can lower down the expression. This is called as the epigenetic. This is called as the comparative embryology. तो आप देखते हैं कि बहुत सारे सेल एंडोडर्म मेसोडर्म में डेवलप होते हैं. तो दिस इज ब्यूटीफुली ऑकरिंग बिकॉज ऑफ द epigenetic कंट्रोल. कि हर सेल का पार्ट डिफरेंट है, एंड दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द इंडक्शन. किसी भी स्पेसिफिक इंडक्शन के बाद ही certain cells recognize. And now you can see in the comparative embryology, all the embryo, मैं बता ही रहा था कि all the embryo are very similar. So why they are similar we will study tomorrow. And then after the malformation, what happens? So how they can be treated? This all is the part of teratology. So this is all part of teratology, right? And then there is a mathematical modeling, of course. We should know the difference between isometric and allometric growth. बहुत सारे पैटर्निंग, डिफरेंशिएशन, इंडक्शन, कलम, बहुत सारी चीजें पढ़ेंगे. Since this is the first day, you have enough time to study. एक बार go through ना, गिलबर्ट बायोलॉजी हम प्रेफर करते हैं, and that book is best one. If you have any question